This tutorial is about creating a rectangular pattern. So the first thing we do is create our initial extruded shape. Use box. It's easy. XY axis. Alright, it's going to ask me how far out do I want to make this. 0.25 looks good. I'm going to make it great. So let's make a sketch on this surface. And what I'm going to do is locate the sketch. Use my grid and make a little box here. Finish that sketch, okay, and extrude that little shape. Cut down through. Let's make it through all the way through. So if we're making it great, this has to have holes all the way through. Now, what's great about the the rectangular pattern is the fact that it allows us to create a pattern that goes in linear directions, two linear directions. So I'm going to first identify. Okay, so I'm going to choose the top, all right, which is patterning a particular feature. Identify that, and then I get to identify directions. Now, here's the only tricky part. When you're dealing with an XY type of situation here. So the pattern is going to be based on 2 dimensions, and so direction 1, I can either have it along the top. Okay. This top edge can dictate which direction I go. If I had another line up here, I could also use that. And notice how then I get an arrow that goes in a certain direction. And if I want to change that direction, under direction 1, I can do this little flip. And that's what I want to do. In this case, I'm going to make it 0.25 for, and I'm sorry, first is the number. So I can look at 4, but notice that below is the distance between each. And if I'm doing 1, it's going to place my parts outside of this space. So I'll make that 0.25 apart. Okay, so now I've placed 0.4 of these boxes. I've identified that I want with the distance between them of 0.25. Okay, second step. So I've gone in one direction, now I have to go in my second direction, number 2, right next door. So then I'm going to choose the direction, and notice how it already identifies that I don't want to go up, but down. Kind of already changed that for me. So I'm going to change my distance first. I'm going to make that also 0.25. Then I'm going to change the number that I want to work with to 3. Okay, so now I have a certain number here in both X and Y directions, depending on my patterning. And so now when I click OK, I've got a set of holes rectangularly spaced linearly using my rectangular array. Okay, give that a try, and then go ahead and try your own. Again, your features can be different. They could be any type of profile you like. I'll give it a try. Good luck.